Hello everyone, I am back. Sorry for the extreme long wait. So anyways, here is my review on the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2021 from Godzilla vs. Kong. So here he is. Here's the box. Now, I don't have the 2019 box as of now, but as you see, there's the front of the box, the side featuring a half of Godzilla's dorsal plate, the other side featuring a profile of Godzilla, the top featuring a monarch symbol in see-through plastic, and the bottom, legal mumbo jumbo, and the back where you see the figure on the side. And noticeably enough that originally that the SH Monster Arts boxes, at least 2019, they usually show the figure through this side, but now it's been switched to the back of the box. Very strange. Anyways, here's Godzilla 2021. Of course, if you watched my 2019 review, many, I think like 1 year ago, back in 2020, either my first review or my second review, depending on which one you watch, you know that I like this figure. So what is the difference with this one? Of course, the painting and sculpting is still good. It's still really, it's still accurate, at least to the movie. The thing is, though, whenever I look at the Godzilla 2021 design, it looks very different, but for what they had to do, it's not bad. Now, I'll start off with what everyone was really bothered with this figure, the face. Here is what he looks like. As you see, people were bothered that this teeth looks extremely bad. It looks like what crest was smothered on his like face and his jaw. He looks like he ate a couple of Crest toothpastes. But this is supposed to be an atomic breath thing. So it makes sense that his eyes are blue. His eyes are blue, which if they tried to make it derpy, they wouldn't even try, to be honest. They wouldn't even try to make it derpy. Another thing as well, the teeth paint is kind of iffy, but at least it looks pretty decent for what it is. It doesn't look as half bad as the 2019, the regular 2019, you know, the jaw piece where you have to, like, if you own that figure, you own that figure. But what I mean is, like, you remove the jaw, you switch it out with an atomic breast piece, and you can look him up in the air. Yeah, it looks better than this. This looks better than that. Another thing as well that is slightly different. Now, here is the 2019 figure for comparison. Is that the underbelly is actually different. Here's my second light, and here's 2019. For 2019, going in real close, he has a slightly lighter, some bits of dark brown, while this figure has a lot of dark brown onto it. So that makes it slightly unique. Also, the claws look a lot more, they look a little bit more dull-ish. They're not shiny enough. And obviously, a main key difference is the dorsal plates. Very nicely painted. However, putting this right now, this is not glowing. This is solid plastic. So you want to see, as you see here, here's a light. And if I turn off probably all the lights, but you get what I mean. This isn't glow in the dark, so it kind of sucks. And even more, they actually painted the tip to the tail actually pretty well. Maybe there's some imperfections, like the weirdness of black into it, but at least it looks relatively well. Another thing, as soon as I opened him out of the box, is I compared him to 2019. Here's me removing their heads. Watch. Here is 2021's head, and here is 2019's head. The difference? Well, if you look very closely, if I put them on the ground, obviously 2019's jaw open. If you look very closely at not only just the paint, but the sculpt. Put them side by side. This one is a lot longer, but it's shorter. And this one is a lot shorter, but it's bigger. You can interchange these. However, you can interchange the jaw too for this figure, but I don't want to try it. However, you can get a semi version of it, and honestly, that actually looks slightly better. Anyways, let's put your head back on. You can also switch, and then going into the accessories, I am not switching out the hands. I know you can call me a bit of a wuss about it, but I tried switching 2019's hands with the 2021 hands, but the peg didn't break. It just took the peg along with the hand took the peg along with it. It still works. The hand still works, but it just doesn't want to work properly for these type of hands, which sucks because these hands, these were the key highlights as soon as they were revealed. A very nice thrashing pose. But if you don't want that, he comes with an alternate sets of hands, which are supposed to convey him when he is not firing, when he's not aggressive at all. Well, look at that. Noticing right now, as you saw there, his peg here either broke or something. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't want to do something, but I'm just gonna leave it like that, but it just popped off, so I better leave it alone. Better keep these hands. So I think the main question is gonna be asked, he has his atomic breath colors, so why doesn't he have a beam? Now I learned this from Super Mariozilla and Spinozilla Saurian on YouTube. With Super, I think I agree with both their reasons. For one, 2020, if they would have since 2019's beam is looking up, they need that new jaw. But since 2021 is looking down, the same beam cannot do that. Along with that, different color scheme. But more or less, I agree with Super Mariozilla's reason. 3 out of the 4 2019 figures have a beam effect. 4 if you want to count the Spitfire 2014 version. So Tamashii is basically expecting you to have one of those beams or one of those figures for the beam. Now, my main question is, why in the world, if you don't have this figure or any of the 2019 variants, what happens if you don't have a beam? I don't know about that. If you have a NECA figure, you can do that, but honestly, you need a stand, which kind of sucks, because I don't have any Tamashii stands with me. Anyways, let's go over articulation. Forgot to do it, so putting them aside, you also can see another sneak peek. You can see this is going to be, this is by far an improvement, in my opinion, than 2019. Head can look up. Jaw is on a ball joint. The tongue is on a ball joint. The neck can look a lot more down. And what's better is that this portion of the neck can actually look down more than the 2019 figure. Kind of sucks, to be honest. Arms have a lot more range, so that is kind of weird that this figure worries me whenever I turn it. This one, it doesn't. Arms are screechy, but kind of worrisome. Wrist swivel there, swivel at the wrist, hinge joint hands with a ball joint there. That rhymed. What else? The torso here, actually, you know what? The torso is slightly stiff, but it works well. So, as you can see here, it can bend. This portion can bend a little bit more than this figure. You need a lot of force to, like, bend it. This part, not as much. His legs, slightly smoother, He can kick up, back, spread, and has a bend at the knee, a ball jointed foot, which is super stiff, and a bit of wobbliness in the tail, but oh my lord, this tail. I know this part wants to slide off, but this tail is so much better. It holds more poses and doesn't want to flop around compared to 2019. So, if you want to get Godzilla crawling, you can do that. So, there he is in his sort of crawling stage, but it looks kind of awful. Anyways, so if you want to know what has changed, nothing changed at all. I'd say the only change and improvement is the neck and the tail, which is a big improvement for this figure. So much. So there he is for size comparison. And yay, I actually brought my metal ruler. He is standing at a rough 6 inches or 6.5, technically. So here he is again with 2019. Personally, probably one of the best Godzilla figures ever, but it's kind of now very overpriced. Now, this is not the brown showing, this is just my second light. So yes, they're slightly out of scale because of, you know, the tail joint or something like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why some of it is slightly in scale, but if you want them to be in scale, you can do that, and there you go. He is slightly in scale. Basically, none of the figures things changed. The shoulders, the arms changed. Of course, the painting changed. The head changed. The tail, the toes changed, and yeah, there we go. Now, which one I prefer? Which one do I think is better? 2019, because the 2020. Because how many times do we need to get another legendary Godzilla in this color scheme? Like, give us an ordinary 2019, ordinary legendary Godzilla without these colors, similar to this. You know, kind of frustrates me. And then, for a little sneak peek, Monkey. Now, you're wondering, why in the world does he have hot glue? Why is there this weird stuff on his leg? Spoiler alert, I broke his leg. Yeah, isn't that fun? Am I right? No, it ain't. No, it ain't fun. It isn't fun. But someday I will review this. But after this, I will move on to the Marvel Legends Venom 2018 figure, because I've wanted to review that figure for a long time. So, there we go. So, a bit of a buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. This figure, if you're looking for a Godzilla 2020, at least a legendary Godzilla figure, I actually recommend you get it. Because if you're looking for one that is better than the NECAs, this is the one to go. Because if you're looking for the NECAs, if you want, because of course the NECA is pretty pricey and the Playmates are something. So again, I recommend you get this figure. Excuse me. But what if you have the variants of 2019? I'd actually recommend you get it unless you have the poster version. The poster version Goji is amazingly good. It looks beautiful, and I don't own it because it's so pricey. So this is like a nice little replacement for it. So I actually recommend you get it. Out of 10, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's not a bad figure. I actually recommend you get it before it sells out. Or if you don't want this, try your hardest at least to find a good deal on this figure, or maybe even get a bootleg of this figure. You know? Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I will make the photo gallery for this finally, and I'll see you all next time with, again, movie Venom. Alright, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.